Welcome back, everyone. This is GTA Failer. In our last video, we tackled the third Mr. Black mission. That one was called Autoside. This is the fourth of 5 Mr. Black missions here. It is called Checkout at the Check-In. And I just want to remind you that when you walk through that metal detector, you lose all of your weapons. So at the start of this mission, you don't have any weapons. Let's listen to the cutscene.
Time to fry bigger fish, Mr. Teal. There's a rifle in the foliage to your right. Watch the woman standing on the balcony above the check-in desk. She will walk through the crowd and ask someone the time. You must kill that person, retrieve the case, and take it to the location taped under the phone.
That's a great shot of Tommy in his hockey mask, real inconspicuous. Get the sniper rifle to your right. Okay, it's just hidden here in plain sight. Watch the woman on the balcony. She will walk down the escalators and ask someone the time. Oh, that sounds mysterious. Once the conversation is finished, kill the person she spoke to, but do not kill her. Once the target is dead, retrieve his briefcase and take it to ammunition in downtown. Keep your distance from the target. Use the distance bar in the upper right corner of the screen. If it gets full, he will see you. Alright, lots of instructions for this mission. It's pretty straightforward. You just have to wait for the folks to stop talking and then kill the guy and grab the briefcase and take it somewhere. But you can't get too close, so you can see the distance meter there filling up. So it's not a proximity to her that is being measured. It's actually a proximity to the guy who's on ground floor. So I'm just showing you the woman. Eventually she starts going down the escalators and she's headed towards 2 guys on the left-hand side of this ground floor here. And I'm real close now to the 2 guys. One of them is the target for us, and once we kill him, he'll drop a briefcase, which we will collect. The other one is the bodyguard. Our target is the guy with the gray hair and the white undershirt. The bodyguard is the younger one. He's got a dark undershirt, and killing him is optional, but killing him makes it easier for you to complete the mission. Reading from the wiki about the target here, being a minor character, the businessman does not have his own character model. He uses a generic pedestrian model instead. The model is also used for the El Banco Corrupto Grande manager, as well as the VIP, the guy from the mission, VIP. The rest of this mission just involves a straightforward drive to the ammunition on the far north of this island, so I'm going to cut most of that drive and just show you the tail end. I'll show you my entire return trip to this ammunition in my challenge attempt later in this video. You can't finish the mission if you're in a vehicle. You have to get out and be in this pink marker. $8,000, mission pass. Now we move on to fail states and quirks, and there are a surprising number of fail states for this pretty simple mission. So first I'll show you that if you don't pick up the sniper rifle, then nothing happens. The woman doesn't spawn and the 2 guys don't spawn. So you have to pick up this rifle, and then they all spawn. And now I'll show you the first of many fail states is to get too close to the guys. It's not about getting close to the woman, it's about getting too close to the target, the guy that we're trying to kill. So he's way off in the distance, and you can see the distance meter almost filled. Mission failed, target has seen you, you should have kept your distance, and then all 3 of them despawn. Next, I'll demonstrate that killing the woman at any of the various phases fails the mission. So here we are killing her at the start of the mission before she's gone down the escalator. You killed the woman, you fool! And now here she is mid-conversation. Mission fail. If you kill her here, you're still a fool. Now they've already had their conversation. And you fail there. And then finally, I'm going to kill the 2 guys after the conversation. Then I'm going to go pick up the briefcase. And then I'm going to kill the woman. And again, we're going to see mission fail. So somebody at Rockstar really likes this woman because she needs to survive in order for you to pass this mission. I don't know what it is. Maybe she's the woman who is in charge of this assassination in the first place. Like, did she hire Mr. Black, who then hired you? Don't know. Leave your theories below. You also fail for shooting the target before the conversation happens or the conversation has ended. Itchy trigger finger, you killed him too soon. You even fail for shooting nearby because they hear you. The target heard you firing your weapon, mission fail. In this fail state, I let the conversation happen, and then the target and his bodyguard went up the escalator, and you can kind of see them way off in the distance there. It takes them a long time to get where they're going, so I'm going to skip most of this slow walk. You can kill them at any point in here and still get the briefcase and pass the mission, but eventually they make their way down that jetway, is that what it's called? And yeah, the target is heading for a plane, and this is another fail state that I didn't know existed until I made this episode, but if he gets to the end of this jetway, then you fail. He's just going to disappear, the bodyguard is going to disappear, and we'll get another fail state that I've never seen before. The target has boarded his flight. In this clip, I'm going to let the conversation with the woman happen, and then I'm going to kill the bodyguard, but let the target live. He has spotted you, nail him, and get the briefcase. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. So if he spotted me, he's really not showing a lot of hustle getting away from this murderer who is wearing a Jason hockey mask. I tried to zoom in and get a good shot of his face, but I couldn't find him. Anyway, eventually he kind of zombies up the escalator. And once he's up here, his AI realizes, oh shoot, there's trouble a-brewing. And so he's jogging. I wouldn't call it a sprint, but anyway, he's moving a little bit faster than normal. And I'll beat him to the punch and just show you that he can't even run in a straight line to get here. He kind of goes back and forth in this jetway. And eventually makes his way over here. But we're going to fail when he's a few feet away from this metal detector behind me. The target has boarded his flight and phased out of time and space. I mentioned that when you go through the metal detector into the terminal, you lose all of your weapons, but it is possible to get into the terminal while maintaining all of your weapons. You just drive a car over here. Now there's some invisible walls right above the thin gate, and so when we jump here, we run into the invisible wall, and that will go kind of at a 45-degree angle. But if instead we jump just to the right of the metal detector, we get kind of launched through. Awesome. So I'll scroll through. You can see I still have all of my weapons. And then we'll do a little bit of a cut here. Even though I have some sniper ammo, I still need to pick this one up. I got to trade in my 149 rounds for 10 rounds of this particular sniper in order to proceed with the mission. But you can see again, scrolling through, I've got all of my weapons. Another cut there. Conversation has happened. And we're going to take this guy out with a chainsaw instead of a sniper rifle. And then I think I've got a grenade for the bodyguard. I thought I was going to toss it. Dropped it right at my feet. Look out. And then one funny thing, what do you think is going to happen when I leave the terminal? What's going to happen to my weapons? Well, I lose them because I went through the metal detector. The game isn't checking whether you're going in or out of the terminal. It just says, hey, if you go through that metal detector, you lose everything, and they all get placed outside. Finally, we get to my challenge for this mission, which is to do the entire mission with a 5-star wanted level. You can see I have one right now. And also to make the trip back from the terminal to the ammunition on foot. So no vehicles on this one. And that's going to be rather harrowing with 5 stars. It would be easy enough with 2 stars, but pretty tough with 5. But first, kind of some funny business while we're waiting for the woman to have her conversation. It looks like you can see through the glass, but you can't see everything. Like you can see the grass and the sidewalk, but there's a vehicle. There's an FBI rancher that these 4 FBI agents are getting out of. It's weird. I don't know. We can see like a couple of tires and like the parts of the rancher that have fallen off. I think there's another rancher to the left. You can see the wheel kind of moving back and forth, scraping against the grass. Oh, there's some fire there. I'm going to back up a little bit. Kaboom! Okay, enough fooling around with that one-way glass, and looks like the conversation is just about over here, so we'll take out the bodyguard and the target the usual way. Now, as soon as we did that, we got 2 stars, which is like better for us because we had 5 stars before. So this 2 stars is actually a reduction in our wanted level, but I want to get it back up to 5 stars before I start my trip all the way back. Oh, look out. FBI soldiers everywhere. FBI agents, I guess I should say. So I want to get it back up to 5 stars. Now I'm going to use a cheat code to get it up to 5 stars. The cheat code is "You won't take me alive." All right, so first we'll get all our weapons back. That cheat code adds 2 stars to however many you have, and I have an even number of stars, and I can't get to 5 stars by adding 2 to an even number of stars. So what I want to do here first is kind of manually get a 3rd star by killing some agents for science, And then once I'm up to 3 stars, which I think I should be real soon, there it is. Now I'll pause the game, I'll type in "You won't take me alive," no spaces, no apostrophe, and now we've got 5 stars. And so now we begin the rather dicey trip over to the ammunition in the far north of this island with 5 stars. Now, I'm not going to show you my fails. In every one of my fails, I just died because I bit it from all these FBI agents and their very powerful guns, or they just like ran me over with their ranchers. So I did learn some things. One thing is to, like check behind me. Always look behind me to see if there's anybody on my tail. And if there's an FBI rancher close to me, then I kind of zigzag. Obviously, I have more agility on foot than they do in their FBI rancher. But the most important technique I learned is what you're watching here. Avoid the roads at all costs. So we're just going to take kind of a backwoods trip here. Think of us as like tourists. We're just, checking out some of the unseen places here in Vice City. There's a really cool bridge coming up. It looks like it was for a train, but there's no tracks except on the bridge. It's a bridge that I only learned about when I was making my walking tour video for this part of the map. There it is, that red thing right there. And again, just staying away from the roads. Yeah, so I guess the train tracks extend a little bit, but not very far. And I don't think I can hug the water anymore. So now we got to start, unfortunately, going out onto the roadways and dealing with these officers who are quite irritated at me, and rightfully so. But always ducking, behind buildings, behind grass. And if there's nothing, then at least I kind of zigzag amongst the trees to hopefully not get run over or maybe make the FBI ranchers get stuck a little bit. So while I run for my life, let me talk briefly about the name of this mission. It's called Checkout at the Check-In. So checkout is sometimes used as kind of a slang phrase for dying. So the businessman is about to check out because we're going to kill him, and then check in. So he's going to die right next to all of the check-in desks for all the different airlines. So checkout at the check-in. As I've mentioned, there are 5 different Mr. Black missions, 5 different assassination contracts, and there's a really nice money pattern that you're rewarded for passing each of these missions, almost. So the next video in the series is going to be the final Mr. Black mission. It's called Loose Ends, and passing that one awards $16,000. Passing this mission, Checkout at the Check-In, awards $8,000. Passing the last Mr. Black mission, Autoside, that gave us $4,000. And then Waste the Wife was the previous mission before that. That was $2,000. And then the first Mr. Black mission, Roadkill, should have awarded $1,000, but they only gave us $500. Why? Why did they have no concern for folks who are OCD and like geometric patterns? I don't get it. I hope they fix that in the definitive edition. We're almost at the pink marker to finish this mission. Still got 172 health left. 159 health left. Easy. This mission is easy with 5 stars. Fortunately, I was able to find a route that took me away from the roads for most of the trip. 152 HP, 144. All right, no problem, no problem. I don't know where all the FBI ranchers are. I saw a couple of VCPD cheetahs there, but no FBI ranchers here at the end. We're going to take one final leap for glory. All right, Tommy can't really jump that far. Hopefully we won't die because of that. And mission passed, $8,000. Oh, that poor FBI agent abandoned by his colleagues. So rude. Okay, just a couple of bookkeeping things to do here in the rest of this video. So first I decided to refill my armor by purchasing the armor right here. $200. Can I afford that? How much do we have? 841 million. All right, let's check out the phone call, which will put the last Mr. Black location on the map.
Get to the payphone in Little Havana.
So off video, I refilled my health, that pink number there, made several trips through all of my weapons because I lost a bunch of them and I wanted a bunch of sniper ammo. So I kept kind of saving here at the Hyman safe house and then grabbing the sniper ammo. And then a quick flight over here to the last payphone mission location. It's basically right behind the Cherry Poppers ice cream business. And yeah, we'll save here a few times, and that's going to wrap it up for Checkout at the Check-In. If you have any memories of this mission you'd like to share, throw them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.